There are moments in aviation where time slows down, where hundreds of lives depend not on technology, but on instinct, timing, and luck. This is one of those stories. A winter flight, a routine takeoff, and just 4 minutes later, a plane falling from the sky. This is the incredible survival story of Scandinavian Airlines Flight 751, and how everyone on board walked away from one of the most shocking crashes in European aviation. December 27th, 1991. Stockholm, Sweden. Snowflakes drift down as passengers make their way through the airport. It's the morning after Christmas and many are heading home after the holidays. Inside the cabin of Scandinavian Airlines Flight 751, travelers settle into the seats. Some read newspapers, others sip warm coffee. No one has any idea what's coming. The aircraft, a McDonnell Douglas MD-81, is scheduled for a short flight to Copenhagen, then on to Warsaw. Just another day in the skies. The engines roar to life. Flight 751 taxis to the runway, ice glistening on the tarmac in the early light. At 8:47 a.m., the jet begins its takeoff roll. Passengers feel the familiar push into their seats. The aircraft lifts off the ground and begins climbing into the sky. It's smooth, quiet, ordinary. For now, barely 30 seconds into the flight, something strange happens. A jolt, a loud bang, the plane shakes slightly, then again. Inside, heads turn. Some passengers grip the armrests. In the cockpit, a silent emergency is already unfolding. Both engines begin to fail. Not one, both. The plane, just moments into its journey, is now falling. With no engine power, the MD-81 has become a massive glider. But it's not at cruising altitude. It's at 3,000 feet. Too low, too fast, too close to the ground. From the windows, passengers see frozen forests below. White snow covers the earth. No cities, no runways, just open wilderness. Inside the cockpit, there's only one option. Find somewhere, anywhere, to land. The captain and first officer spot a clearing ahead. It's not a runway, not even a road, just an open field near the small town of Gottrora. They aim the plane toward it. There's no time for announcements, no time for explanations. Flight attendants shout, "Brace! Head down!" In the final seconds, silence takes over the cabin. People hold hands, others pray. Then, impact. The plane slams into the frozen ground. The nose gear collapses, the fuselage bounces and breaks into three major pieces. Wings snap, seats twist, metal tears like paper. It should have been fatal, but somehow it isn't. When the aircraft finally stops, there's no fire, no explosion, just snow, silence and smoke. And then, movement. Doors are open. People begin to crawl out of the wreckage. Miraculously, all 129 people on board survive. Dozens are injured, but none fatally. Some walk barefoot in the snow dazed. Others carry each other out. The nearby townspeople rush to help. Emergency crews arrive quickly. They expected the worst. What they find is something no one can believe. A jetliner destroyed, but not a single life lost. By afternoon, the story makes international headlines. Plane crashes in Sweden, all survive. Frozen forest landing defies all odds. News anchors struggle to explain how a disaster like this ended so well. Photos of the wreckage circulate. The image of a broken jet in the middle of snow-covered woods stuns viewers worldwide. It's not a miracle in the religious sense, but for the aviation world, it's close. Survivors describe the moments after the crash not with panic, but with teamwork. Strangers helped strangers. Flight attendants guided people calmly. In the worst moment, people did their best. One mother held her baby close during the impact. Both survived without a scratch. A businessman near the back of the plane carried two injured passengers to safety. Not because he was trained to, but because it was the right thing to do. While the world focused on the miracle, the airline focused on the lesson. Flight 751 taught aviation one crucial thing: ice can hide. Even invisible, clear ice, if trapped inside the wings, can break loose, get sucked into engines, and cause disaster. Since then, airlines across the world adopted stricter de-icing procedures. Hidden threats became part of standard checks, and winter flights became safer. Today, in the small Swedish town of Gottröra, a memorial stands where the plane came down. It's simple, quiet, but every year, on December 27th, survivors return. They remember how close they came and how lucky they were. Not because the flight went wrong, but because somehow everything still went right. Flight 751 never reached its final destination, but it gave the world something else: hope, resilience, and a story that proves even when the engines fail, even when it seems like the end, sometimes there's still a way out.